It's November, and I would love to talk about Thanksgiving movies, but there's not enough Thanksgiving movies, which is its own thing. I think Thanksgiving should be a bigger holiday than it is. I hate all this get into Christmas shit so soon right after Halloween. Like, there's a solid holiday in November, Thanksgiving. So, being there's not enough Thanksgiving movies, I'm going to talk about movies that I'm grateful for. So this is movies that I'm thankful for. Also, I'm thankful for my girlfriend. This is us making pizza. Oh, and here's brownies. I'm thankful for all this too. The Big Lebowski. This movie is awesome. The Coen brothers killed it with this. It spurred its own religion called Dudism, which I'm a part of, which has been great. And this movie's so good, so funny, it holds up, it's awesome. It's also very quotable. It has an amazing soundtrack, amazing cast, Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, Julianne Moore, John Turturro. So many good things to love about this movie, and I never get sick of it. Hey, I'm Justin. I'm thankful for my friends. And this next movie, Rat Race. This movie is so funny. It definitely holds up. There's so many things I love about this movie. It's funny, it's interesting, it's got this huge all-star cast. This isn't even everybody. Smash Mouth makes a cameo in it. There's monster trucks in it. It's so funny. It definitely holds up. I think it came out in like the early 2000s. I don't remember exactly. But it's so funny, so quotable. There's amazing stunt work in it. It's shot really well. It's one of those comedies that it's not super complex. It's about all these people are trying to get to a locker at a train station 40 miles away that has $1 million or $2 million cash in it. And they all get, tickets from this casino that they're at. And it's like they all have a 1 in 6 chance of winning or something like that. It's so good. It's so funny. If you have not seen Rat Race, you absolutely need to watch it. This next movie I've loved since I was a kid. I even have a tattoo from it right here on my leg. Can you guess what it is? Tremors. This is an awesome horror movie from the 90s starring Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward. It also has Reba McEntire in it. And it's about graboids, the thing on my leg, that come up through the ground and they grab you and they pull you down. And it is awesome. This movie holds up. I've watched it a lot since I was a kid. I watched it just like last year. It still holds up. It's still funny. The stunt work in this is awesome. There's a whole franchise of these movies. I forget how many there are. But the original one with Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward holds up. It is so good. If you've never seen it, you absolutely need to watch it. And the franchise is a blast. This movie, The Devil Wears Prada, I am thankful for because I watched it this weekend and it is awful. It is so bad. I used to think it was good, and man, it is not good at all. There's so many problems with it, and the writing is so bad, and the lead female is awful. Like, not Anne Hathaway in particular, but just the character herself, and the writing is so bad. But because it's so bad, it makes me appreciate good movies. Good movies like this one. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I watched this weekend as well, and man, it is really good. The way that they develop the characters, they have the storylines, all the scenes make sense, and especially it does a good thing about showing you a scene that maybe doesn't make sense at first, but then it makes sense later. Like when Hagrid gets the dragon egg, it makes sense later. Things like that, like good writing, good acting. This is a great movie. Today's movie is an actual Thanksgiving movie, and it deals with a lot of means of transportation. And here's a picture of me with some old school transportation. That's a horse. Planes, trains, and automobiles. This is a John Hughes movie from the 80s that stars John Candy and Steve Martin. It's a buddy comedy where they're trying to get from New York to Chicago via planes, trains, and automobiles. Everything keeps breaking down, and it's just wrench after wrench gets thrown in their plans as they're trying to get across country in time for Thanksgiving. Man, this one's good. These two are unbelievable in it. It's so funny, and they play off each other so well. The situations that they get put in, hysterical. This movie holds up. It's so funny. If you have not seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, it's a definite watch. This movie that I want to talk about today, I'm especially thankful for because it reminds me of my daughter. This is her when she was like a few days old. And this movie was special to us around that same time. The Endless Summer. This movie is a documentary about surfers who are following the summer around the globe one year, just surfing. And so they're flying continent to continent, chasing the summer. It's so good. It was made in the 70s. It's got a really cool look about it. It's got great surf rock soundtrack. And when my daughter was little, I got up early one morning. She was awake, and I scooped her up so that her mom could keep sleeping. And I put this movie on. I'd never seen it before, and it was so chill and so cool. And I just loved like holding my daughter as a newborn and watching this movie. And it was just this nice, quiet moment that her and I had together. And I'll always love her for that. Today's movie is a movie I've loved since I was a kid. It's a really fun one. But first, I want to say I'm also thankful for smoked ribeyes. I marinated these steaks and then smoked them and then grilled them, and it is the best way to make a steak. Teen Witch. This movie came out in 1989, and it's about this girl who turns 16 and then she gets witch powers and realizes that she comes from a long line of witches. And so it's her coming into her powers, and she uses them to become popular at school and make boys fall in love with her. It's funny, and it's really like cool and kooky in that 1980s way. It's like a musical, and so it has all these awesome songs in it that get stuck in your head for the rest of your life. It has Zelda Rubinstein in it from Poltergeist, and she's awesome in it. This is Robin Lively, Blake Lively's sister. Also, this movie was originally supposed to be Teen Wolf 3, but they changed it to a girl and then made it her witch. This movie that I'm thankful for today is because it's so silly. And speaking of silliness, this is a puppet I recently bought that I'm going to use in an upcoming video, and I'm very excited about that. Bad Trip. This movie stars Eric Andre, Lil Ray Howard, and Tiffany Haddish. If you have seen the Eric Andre show, then you will love this movie. I love the Eric Andre show. It's one of my all-time favorite shows because it is so silly and it makes me laugh all the time. And this movie is kind of like they go on this like cross-country road trip and they do like pranks, only the pranks are real, kind of like Jackass or Bad Grandpa. But with Eric Andre, and he is fucking nuts. I love it. He kills me every time, and this movie makes me laugh every time I watch it. I love it. This movie I'm very thankful for because it was a movie that me and my mom watched a ton and laughed our asses off to a bunch. Speaking of my mom, check her out. Look, this wall of sunflowers, she grew all these, and she cute. All right, here's the movie. Black Sheep. This is a Chris Farley, David Spade movie that came out after Tommy Boy. I believe that this is funnier than Tommy Boy. I know everyone loves Tommy Boy because it's classic, but I think this movie is actually funnier. I love it so much. Like, Chris Farley is a longtime hero of mine. I love everything that he's ever done, and I recently saw something that said, you know, what celebrities, if you could bring back 2 celebrities back from the dead, who would you bring back? I'd bring back Chris Farley twice, because he'd go again. But I'd bring him back twice. Black Sheep, so fucking funny, hilarious start to finish. If you haven't seen it, you absolutely need to watch it. The movie I want to talk about today was written by John Hughes. It stars Macaulay Culkin and John Candy. And you're probably thinking, oh, I know that movie, it's this one. And you would be wrong. Uncle Buck. This is a John Candy movie that was written and directed by John Hughes and does star a very young Macaulay Culkin. And it's about Buck is the fun uncle for this family, and the parents have to go out of town for like a week because her dad has a heart attack and the parents have to go. And yeah, he's just not a very well domesticated guy, and he's trying to adjust to suburban life with these kids and take care of the house and the kids, and he's a bachelor. He does what he wants. It's a great movie. It's a fun, heartwarming family story. This daughter, the teen daughter, is a real bitch, and then he eventually wins her over and threatens her boyfriend with an axe. It's great. I'm thankful for this horror movie right here, Insidious. This movie was written by Lee Whannell, who directed The Invisible Man, and this was directed by James Wan, who also did The Conjuring and Saw, Dead Silence, Malignant, a bunch of other stuff. What I really love about this movie is that it's kind of 3 horror movies in one. It's not just your standard haunted house movie or possession movie. It's both of those. It starts as like a haunted house movie and then moves into a possession movie and then moves into an astral projection movie, which is not something you see a lot of. It's very scary. It has some great scares, some very just creepy tone, and it definitely made the song Tiptoe Through the Tulips by Tiny Tim especially creepy. If you know that scene, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen Insidious, this is a great, great horror movie. Friday the 13th, Part 2. Definitely not the best movie in the franchise, but the kill with the guy in the wheelchair is hilarious and makes me laugh every time, and I'm thankful for that. Anaconda. As a lifelong snake nerd, I love this movie. Also, the moment at the end when the anaconda throws up John Voight and he weeps. Love it. Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. I am so thankful that this movie exists. I wish they would make the prequel before The Mask, because this movie's awesome. It's a great take on a slasher. It's got an all-star cast. It's funny. I love it. There's so many great things I could say about it. Cockneys versus Zombies. I am thankful for this movie because it is so silly, but really well done. It takes bank robbers and old folks in an old folks home, and they fight zombies in the zombie apocalypse. It's a British film. It's a lot like Shaun of the Dead, and it's just solid. If you're looking for a movie that will be so much fun to watch with your friends while drunk that also your girlfriend is gonna hate, it's this one. Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. Holy shit, this movie's so funny, so silly. You just have to see it. Hobo with a Shotgun. I'm thankful for this movie because it is ultra violent, super gory. It's like an exploitation film, vigilante justice with Rutger Hauer. It's just badass and nuts. Lake Placid. This movie has a lot to love. Oliver Platt's great in it. I mean, there's giant alligators, crocodiles, whatever in it. But the best part of this movie, and the thing I'm most thankful for, is to hear Betty White say, "If I had a dick, I'd tell you to suck it." The spirit of a serial killer inhabits a snowman. And that's the movie Jack Frost. If you haven't seen it, it's awesome. It's very funny. It's silly. I mean, it's a killer snowman movie. It's awesome. Never Hike Alone. This is a Friday the 13th fan film that some guys made, and it is awesome. It's super good. You can find it for free online, and their Jason is one of the scariest Jasons of all time. I love raunchy horror films. I love David Koechner and Gary Busey and Paul Scheer, and this movie puts all those things together. Piranha 3 Double D. You can also find the 3D version. Quarantine. I'm thankful for this movie because it's genuinely scary. It's very tense. It's a group of people trapped in an apartment complex with rage zombies. It's got Jennifer Carpenter from Dexter in it, and it's just a solid scary movie. Ready or Not. I like this movie a lot because it's kind of like a game of tag with killer consequences. It's really fun. This girl marries into a family of crazy people, and she's got to get away from them before they kill her. Burning. This is an 80s camp slasher. It's really fun, really gory. There's some gnarly scenes with these hedge clippers that happens, and you get to see a young Jason Alexander in this. I've been trying to talk about more obscure movies, but this is just a classic horror movie that I'm very thankful for. Scream. How can you not love Ghostface? And the opening, the first 10 minutes of this movie are horror perfection. This is a great movie. The Cell. This movie has J-Lo in it, and Vincent D'Onofrio, and Vince Vaughn, and she goes in this serial killer's mind to try to find this girl. The visuals in this movie are amazing. It is worth watching just for that. The Frighteners. This is a Peter Jackson movie that came out in the 90s that stars Michael J. Fox, and I'm so thankful for it because the visuals and the weirdness and the concept of ghosts in this is super cool and original. Hot take. I really like this movie. The Happening. M. Night Shyamalan got a lot of shit for this movie, and a lot of people didn't like it, but this is maybe his most violent movie, and has a lot of really gory special effects in it, and I like it. The Gate. This came out in the 80s, and it's about this family, and there's a hole in the basement, and all these demons come out of it. It kind of has a similar vibe to the Poltergeist, and it's really just a fun, weird movie. I love the look, especially the camera work from exploitation films from the late 60s and 70s, and this movie is like a modern version of that. The Love Witch. This is really beautiful. It could have been more over the top as far as like the violence and the sex, but I like it. The Lawnmower Man. This is a sci-fi horror movie that came out in the 90s, and I feel like me and my brother watched this one a million times. And it's about a dumb guy who becomes really smart and like can do crazy shit with his brain. It's awesome. I'm thankful for this movie, The Midnight Meat Train. Mainly just because there's one shot where this person gets beheaded and their head rolls, and they made the camera that head's POV, so the camera rolls like that severed head. It's pretty awesome. I'm thankful for this movie because I didn't know that much going into it, and it exceeded any expectations I had for it. The Ritual. Super creepy, a lot of unexpected twists and turns. You definitely need to watch it. The Nightmare. This is a documentary about sleep paralysis, and I'm thankful for it because it helped me understand why I had sleep paralysis, or better yet, what I was experiencing was sleep paralysis, and I was like, oh, not demons. Cool, cool, cool. I'm thankful for this movie because it was actually really creepy and really scary. The Strangers. Also, I love that Glenn Howerton from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is in this. I really wanted to see him run the dentist system on Liv Tyler, but we don't always get what we want. I'm a screenwriter and I love writing horror, and this movie really helped break down the basic formula for horror films at a time that I kind of needed it, and that is Strangers 2, Pray at Night. Not as good as the first one. I love 80s splatter horror movies, and this is one of the best ones. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it because it is so silly, so over the top, and pretty gross. The Stuff. It's pretty wild. Rounding out the month with movies that I'm thankful for, The Velocipastor. This is a movie about a pastor who turns into a velociraptor and kills people. It kind of reminds me of Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. It's real silly like that.